Hi, this is the analysis of Nathaniel. This is going to be disguises in games. So, video game disguises, right? So, disguises is used obviously for stealth and taking on like another appearance to progress or get by easier. If you guys watching this, you guys know the basics. Like, share, subscribe. Subscribe button mark just right down here. So, if you're not subscribed, and if you like the content, press on the subscribe watermark. I wish there was some sort of a like watermark as well, so I can automatically like the video while watching it on landscape. Plus you gotta turn your phone sideways, so the phone has to be turned sideways, so you can see the watermark like on the bottom right hand of the screen. So again, disguises. So start off with destroyed humans. You guys know I talked a lot about it, but destroyed humans is again you have the ability to kind of more. I don't even know like what you'd call it, but you can kind of morph into people or what is different. Like in the Destroy Humans 1 to the right, you could actually take on holograms of people. So you could take on these hologram copies of people. So you could actually become that person. In the other Destroy Humans games, like Destroy Humans 2, for example, I don't. Oh wait, it's right here. Destroy Humans 2. You kind of morph into somebody's consciousness, so you become one with them, kind of like in a way, and then so basically you become them, and then so you get to take on their dialogue. You get to like you're controlling that person basically. So yeah, disguise. So that's probably like my favorite disguise for stealth, like in a game, because again, like nobody knows that you're the alien, and nobody, and obviously you can mind scan and mind read people and mind control people, so you can make it very easy for you to blend in. Like you're an alien coming to Earth, and like you're trying to adjust to like this like different societies throughout the years. So yeah, that's one way, kind of a psychic telekinetic based disguise. The one beside it is gonna be Hitman Absolution. I talked a lot about Hitman Absolution. Probably the most realistic for in terms of disguises. Like, what would disguises be like in a game? But for this, you like this quickly. Anybody you kill in the world or knock out, you take on their disguise, so you can become a judge, mechanic, a chef, anything. Like, I talked about this last week, so I'm not gonna spend too much time. But and then you basically go around the world, and there is the instinct meter. The instinct meter makes it so nobody will suspect. It makes it less likely for people to suspect that you're, you're an intruder or stranger. So you want to save up this type of instinct meter. And some disguises, you won't need instinct because nobody will question it. A gameplay logic, a video game logic, right? Nobody will question it. Certain disguises. Or even a police, there's a cowboy disguise. There's tons. There's the agency disguise. There's other hitman disguises. Tons of disguises. There's a civilian disguise. There's so many. A scientist disguise. Yeah. Hitman Absolution. This one, Mercenaries 2 has disguises too, but it's not so much a disguise in terms of a person. It is a disguise in terms of vehicle. So with the factions that I talked about, you got Venezuela, the dictatorship, guerrilla rebels, the rebel group fighting against the dictatorship. You have the American army, the Chinese army. So the longer you stay like in a certain military vehicle, a disguise meter will increase. So let's say like if you're driving in some sort of American Humvee or a Chinese tank, a disguise meter will go up. So and when it fills, you're gonna be identified as Chinese or American, like in this tank or whatever. So like other, or let's say like if you're in like some sort of enemy zone, and if you're disguised as Chinese, or let's say a guerrilla force, and you're let's say like if you get to a certain point where the gorillas are considered you some sort of enemy, once you're in disguise, nobody will attack you. But there's trespassing zone, so if you go into an enemy faction where obviously a disguise will be blown, if you're disguised as that faction's enemy, they will shoot you, you know. But again, like just honking the horn on any, like, there's ships, there's APCs, helicopters, tanks, attack helicopters, transport helicopters. Once you beep the horn, that disguise is blown, right? So disguise is no longer good. And there's civilian disguises. So disguises for vehicles, vehicle disguises. Right below it, prototype. No, prototype 2 and prototype 1, which I have back there somewhere. But same idea. This is probably most unique in that you have biomass. So biomass, kind of like a symbiote. Think of Venom. So you can use biomass to consume people. The biomass needs to consume like biological material like meat, plants, all that, you know. So once you consume somebody and the person kind of through the symbiote form the tendrils, that person will become part of your body, and then you can shape shift into that person. So this shape shifting ability. You use it mostly to get into military areas. So there's a virus, and then the military is taking over New York City. And then, but you know, and the military does these evil experiments, and you got mad scientists as well. So you can take on this kinds of military scientists, soldiers, personnel, intel, you know, intel agents and espionage. So you're basically you can use this for example, side missions, to trigger side missions. Basically, it is very cool. In a prototype 1 as well, it did kind of utilize it more, but this one you do have more variety because it's more advanced game. It's a newer game. You do have more variety of military disguises. Prototype 2. So it's shape shifting. You're a shapeshifter, basically. You're shape shifting via consuming like personnel, you know, a civilian or military personnel, and yeah. And just lastly, Castlevania Lord of the Shadows. It's not really so much a disguise, you know. You're basically an ancient vampire. I guess it uses blood magic to become one. It's stealth, right? It's only stealth. Disguise yourself as this huge brute, right? So the brutes, they have these massive guns, right? They're huge. They're like 8 feet tall, and they walk around like in the stealth, only in stealth areas. So you can't fight these brutes or behemoths. You gotta go behind them and then use blood magic to kind of possess their minds, and through that you're trying to get past this research facility or evil corporation, gain more intel and all that, you know. No, it's just a tiny fraction of the game. So just a blood magic to mind control, or to kind of mind zap a certain target and mind control them. So yeah, disguises in games, and I wish I had a prototype 1. Yeah, it's up there somewhere, but the camera will fall if I remove my hand. But yeah, and again, I thought I had more games with disguises in them. Most games you play as who you are without disguises, and it's very good. Like games that really involve stealth, it's very good for that type of game. Disguises, so you can get around the world easier, progress easier, right? So yeah, and again, like I check out my last two games I recommend series. I'm gonna make a playlist for those. Like, share, subscribe, comment for feedback. Let me know. Thank you.